Good morning, Internet. Good morning, subscribers. Good morning, viewers, online viewers. Welcome again to my YouTube channel. I am Kinara P. Subscribers that have subscribed, I thank you immensely. And if you have not subscribed, it is free, totally free to subscribe to my channel. Please support us in any way possible by signing up, subscribing, watching the video and sharing with your friends, so that along these lines we strengthen the channel every day. And it's not only me, it's a whole lot more to do with your support, guys. You're the only people that can make or break this channel. So therefore, without further much ado, I request, guys, for you to subscribe in large numbers. Our target goal is 1,000 subscribers. So therefore, we got a long way to 1,000 subscribers. Having said that, today is Friday, and we are leaving Lutherville, Timonium, as it's popularly known, and we are headed south onto downtown Baltimore. This is in Maryland, and it's worth to note that the weather today is a little gloomy, but nothing to worry about. It's fairly cold, but not very cold. So I would say it's okay. We are going to downtown in a harbor. So sit back and watch this story unfold. Now, this week we have dedicated this week to talking about Uganda, particularly the Ugandan just concluded elections, that the participants were Kaguta Museveni and Bobby Wine, or Kyagulanyi Ssentamu as is known, popular opposition leader, very, very popular with the youth. And there are all sorts of reports circulating that the elections was, as usually is, African elections are never really elections. It's just a coronation, especially when you get to a person who has been elected 7 times, the 7th time. What do you call that? You know? So we have reports that the ICC is investigating Museveni and his son for the killing of the 72 supporters of Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, Bobby Wine, known as Bobby Wine. And there are also reports that there's also discontent within the military ranks, having seen how the people are being treated. I mean, soldiers are also, they also have a heart, so they will take action. So these reports are not yet confirmed, but there are reports out there in the social media, and we don't know what is in the mind of Kaguta Museveni, 81-year-old man, President of Uganda. The son is the chief of the general staff. The wife is the minister for education, and the daughter is the governor of Ugandan Bank. So, going off of that list, you can just fill the blanks by yourself. You know, they say dictators have bad manners all the way. Now, this is what we've exactly been reviewing the whole of this week with the man called Kaguta Museveni in Uganda. Kaguta Museveni has survived courtesy of aligning himself with the Western forces, Western countries. But it has reached a point where the Western countries are clearly abandoning Kaguta Museveni, because Kaguta Museveni is not only a problem to Uganda, he's a problem to Congo, where he has his soldiers, and he has also interest in minerals over there, along with his counterpart, General Paul Kagame of Rwanda. These two leaders have made the peace process in Congo impossible, because they have serious political and economic interests over that country. They have invested heavily militarily. We have reports that the M23 or M23 force is funded and trained by General Paul Kagame. Now, where does this leave the peace process? You remember that a few months ago, the M23, under direct command of the Rwandan leader, had ran over a town in Western Congo called Uvira. Uvira was totally overrun by the M23 forces. It is only after the Americans made noise that Kagame withdrew his M23 forces. Now, therefore, so long as Kagame and Museveni are around, remember Kagame during the struggle, he used to be an officer in intelligence officer in Museveni's NRM army. That's where he honed his skills. So these are two leaders clearly who know each other well and who know what they want for that region. Nobody else. So long as the two are around and are in power, there's very little progress to make on that front. But if the two are neutralized, General Paul Kagame and the Kaguta Museveni, most likely peace will be achieved in Congo. Because what they're having right now is M23 has totally suffocated Congolese army. I don't think the Congolese army is a match for M23 force. And going by that, it will require a lot of support behind the scenes on the Congolese side for them to beat the M23. M23 is very organized, guerrilla type of army and moves with speed. Very well trained and can strike with a lethal force whenever they do. So therefore, my conclusion here is that so long as we have Kaguta in Uganda and his sideshow son, Muhoozi, who lives on X-Files, and on the other side we have General Paul Kagame, there will be no peace in Congo. Get rid of these two leaders and peace will prevail in Congo, or work with them. So whichever way the world chooses to go, that is what is gonna happen. But as for now, the M23 is regrouping, retraining, and restocking their supplies. They are being aided by Uganda and Rwanda's Paul Kagame. No question about it. Now coming on to the Ugandan elections, there is no two ways other than Museveni stepping down, because these were stolen elections. There is confirmed reports of evidence of a stolen poll, knocking out the electricity, internet, to conclude what they wanted. We would like to see if these votes, if it's recounted in front of international observers, how many votes will Museveni gather or Ghana? I bet you will not get even 30% in daylight. And they'd be ashamed. So this is an issue that continuously being highlighted by a lot of media houses, and we haven't seen much in terms of goodwill coming from Museveni's side, rather than a hard-line stand that he won and he won. I have maintained in this channel that there will be no reason in future for African countries to hold elections, because the elections in Africa are a coronation. It's not really election they hold over there, just a coronation. So I still maintain that stand, that really there is no reason for holding elections. They may as well do their coronation, finish, and move on. No need to call it an election, because it doesn't fit the bill. We're coming close to the end of this morning edition video. I hope, guys, you enjoyed watching it, and that those who have not subscribed will be subscribing at the earliest opportunity possible. Therefore, without further much ado, I wish you the very best day possible.